Today's question is to enter any number and print whether it is an Armstrong number or not. And how will you know which is called Armstrong number? So you can see the example given over here. Let us say you have entered the number 153, and what the program is going to do, it will calculate the cube of each digit. Now say 153, the first digit is 1, so 1 cube, that means 1 into 1 into 1. Then it will be added up to the next digit, that is 5. So 5 cube, 5 into 5 into 5. Then it will be added up to the next digit, that is 3, that is 3 into 3 into 3. And 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. 5 into 5 into 5 or 5 cube is 125, and 3 into 3 into 3 or 3 cube is 27. So when you add this 1 plus 125 plus 27, it will come back to the entered number, that is 153. So these kind of numbers are called Armstrong number. So common lines, they are needed till you write your ICC exam, and I am having some variables declared over here which I may need during the execution of the program. So I am going to enter a number, system.out.print, enter a number, n is equal to sa.nextInt. So to n I am going to give a number, that is the number given in the example, that is 153. So num is equal to n. So what is happening over here, num is getting assigned with a value given to n, that is 153. So we are given n as 153. So num is also getting the number 153. That's why it is saying num is equal to n. So n is giving its value to num. So num becomes 153, that you have to remember. So, or you can write in the copy, where you written the copy and checking in the rough column. So now we are going to calculate the sum of the cube of each digit. Sum of the cube of each digit as given in the example on the top, you can see, and we are going to use a do while loop. So do while loop, do for the first time, it is an exit control loop, so it is not going to ask for any kind of text expression. It will simply get into the body of the do while loop and it will find the remainder. Can you see r is equal to n modulus 10? So this is the modulus symbol, and this modulus symbol is going to give you the remainder. So n divided by 10, 153 divided by 10, remainder will be 3. Please remember, write in the copy r as 3, r for remainder. Now q for quotient, n divided by 10. So 153 divided by 10, quotient will be 15. So please write in the copy in the rough column q for quotient. And as the rule says, c for cube is equal to r into r into r, that is cube of each digit. So remainder you got at 3, so 3 into 3 into 3. So 3 into 3 into 3, in the example on the top, you are going to get 27. So that 27 will be added to sum, because sum is already given as 0 over here. It is initialized as 0. So sum plus c, so that is 27. So sum plus 27 will be 27. You can write it in the copy. And n is equal to q. Q is quotient, and quotient you got is 15 in the copy. You are written in the rough column somewhere after dividing. So that 15 will be initialized to n. So n will become 15 now. So n has become 15. We'll go to the closing curly bracket of the do while loop. So in the do while loop, here in the while condition, it says n not equal to 0. Can you see this exclamation mark and equal symbol? It symbolizes not equal. So n is 15. 15 is not equal to 0. True. 15 is not equal to 0. True. True means it will again go back to do loop. And here now again you are going to find the remainder, r for remainder, n divided by 10. But this, it is going to divide, but because of this symbol modulus, it is going to give you the remainder. So n is 15, 15 divided by 10, remainder is 5. Q for quotient, n divided by 10, remainder is, the quotient is 1. Please remember, remainder is 5, quotient is 1. please write in the copy in the rough column somewhere so that you remember. So now we'll go to the next line, C for Q, because it is going to multiply 3 times to get the cube of the digit, and the digit this time you got in R is 5. So 5 into 5 into 5, that is 125, and it will be added to the last sum, that is 27. So 125 plus 27 is 152. So please write in the copy. Now n is equal to q. You got the quotient as 1 over here. So that 1 will be given to n. So n becomes 1. And check in the while condition, while 1 is not equal to 0. Of course 1 is not equal to 0, true. So it will again go back to the do loop over here, and it will divide the n, that is 1, by 10, which will give you the remainder, R for remainder. So n is 1, 1 divided by 10, 1 divided by 10, as you divide, so 1 divided by 10, so 10 into 0, on the quotient part you write 0, 10 into 0, quotient part you write 0, 10 into 0 is 0, that 0 you write below 1, 1 minus 0 is 1, you get the remainder as 1. Now the quotient, 1 divided by 10, 1 divided by 10, 10 into 0 is 0, so in the quotient part is 0, so q is 0, quotient is 0, r, that remainder is 1, q, 1 into 1 into 1. See the example on the top, it is 1, c is 1, that c1 will be added to sum. So sum was 152 last time, plus 1 is 153. So sum becomes 153. Now n is equal to q, quotient. We got the quotient is 0 by dividing 1 by 10. So that 0 will be given to n. So n will be initialized with 0. So now it will go to while condition to check. While n is not equal to 0. N, which is 0 now, 0 is not equal to 0. True or false? It's false, because it's saying n is not equal to 0. 0 is not equal to 0. False. So what will happen? It will come out of the loop. It will not back to do. It will come out of the loop and it will go to checking for Armstrong number. So now if sum you got as how much? 153. And num is how much? That too is 153, which I made you write in the beginning. So 153, if 153 is equal to 153, because of this equal symbol which is comparing, double equal symbol means comparison. So it is comparing the value of sum and num. So 153 is equal to 153, true. So it will say, it will tell you, we'll go to the next line and say num is an Armstrong number, and num you got from here, that is 153. And if it is not an Armstrong number, you'll go to the else part and it will tell you num is not an Armstrong number. Okay, I'll show you the output. Can you see the compile on the top of the screen over here, and compiling, and see the bottom of the screen, it says class compiled, no syntax error. That means there is no error in the program. So output, so it is asking you to enter in number 153. See, 153 is an Armstrong number as given in the example. We'll try with some other number. Enter in number, this time I have given 253. Enter. 253 is not an Armstrong number. I'll show you an example again. $351 is not an Armstrong number. Okay.